Hit the live button, so we'll be going live here shortly.
We definitely need an intro too, right? Or at least some intro music. I like what the Dan Levitard does. They just have like a little, like, as they're coming in, they have, a little music. Are we live?
Yep.
Oh.
Well, I'm double checking. We might be live. I
see.
pressed the button.
Of course, my computer isn't showing anything.
Yep, we're live.
Okay.
Boom.
Welcome, anybody who's joining. We are The Pivot. We are brought to you by Vast Bank, and we're executively produced by Toby Biocchini. We're here doing a live stream today. I've got the juice.
What's up, Matt? What's up, Jam J?
We got Jam Master J to my right here. We're kind of slowly getting here. I'm getting my computer in it. Oh, okay. We're going to probably need to shut that the hell up. That's fine.
What's up, Matt?
What's up? Buzzing.
Okay. Anyway, now we're ready. So we're here. We're live from Crybaby Hill Studio. We're The Pivot. We're brought to you by Vast Bank, as I mentioned. We're executively produced by Toby Biocchini, and we're here to break down the 226-21 NBA DK draft slate, which features 9 games, right, Juice? 9 games?
9 games tonight.
And we've been away from you most of the week. We only got one in, I think, this week, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of it's my fault. Just a lot of work.
I had a lawyer week this week. They actually, with the thawing out and the pandemic kind of calming down, there were a lot of court appearances to be had this week. So equal credit taken as far as that's concerned. How's DK life been for you since the last time I saw you and talked to you? I have to admit, this has been one of my least played weeks of NBA DK. And
I've been playing a lot this week. But I mean, just my normal, daily stuff. But I was in a funk for like last weekend. Like I just felt like I wasn't really playing the right plays, and things weren't kind of going my way.
You had mentioned in a couple of shows that you were going to try staying off the chalk a little bit, and more to what you thought was
just building my lineups.
Yeah, build your lineups.
Not worrying about the noise,
Yeah, there's a lot of it in the DK world. It's like anything. It's in this, especially it's something I've learned in the sports betting world, that there's a lot of people with opinions. It's all about information and how you analyze information. And if you're going to let somebody else analyze your information, then there's no reason for you to do it. So you're the juice, right, man?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just this week has been really good. It's been very solid. Nothing major, but I feel like I'm getting back in the flow.
Good.
It's good.
What about you, Jam Master J? How's your week been?
It's been good. It's been busy. Now that the weather is better, I can get stuff done again.
Yeah, that too. We had a rough 3 weeks here in Tulsa. For those of you who are here in Tulsa with us, the guys. People who are outside of Oklahoma probably saw some of the national attention. But anyway, you didn't get to play much DK this week either?
No, just a couple days.
So we got a big slate tonight. You ready to play a slate?
Oh, yeah.
Got some news.
We got news, like breaking news?
Yeah, breaking news. Pascal Siakam out.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Okay, we'll just note that.
Tyrese Halliburton unlikely to play.
Man, so all three of us have been talking Top Shots here as before the live stream blasted off.
I would rather not talk Top Shot. I'm a little bit upset about the Top Shot world right now.
We didn't get in as quickly as we should have.
It's not when you get in, it's random. I mean, I was 36,000 in line, dude.
Anyway, you said the name Tyler Halliburton, and he's a rookie that I've been pretty high on and been toting lately, and he has been
Big 12 player.
Iowa State, or
yeah,
good. He really does.
Man,
he looks.
We've talked about him all year.
Yeah, he looks smooth out there.
Yeah.
So, as I mentioned, we have 9 games. It's a big slate Friday. We're gonna do maybe a little different. I think we've kind of done this before. We're gonna go through each game, talk about just kind of give game notes and some stats and whatnot, and then we'll break down and do a lineup. Anything particular about this slate before we get into it, Juice, that you're seeing? Is there? It doesn't tip off till 6:30, which isn't unusual on Fridays that they give us the later tips.
That's nice, actually.
And it gives us more time to get information, like things like Siakam breaking are always nice to get. Any matchups that you just see that are blasting out at you here?
Oh, man, there's one game. Oh, man. I almost want to just completely stack the whole game.
Is it, man? Wow, I'm kind of looking to see which one it was.
I don't even want to talk about it right now. I mean, I'm like, when I saw this slate and then I opened up the salaries, I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be all over this game tomorrow. And I'm still going to be all over this game.
Our salaries are in the reasonable. Well, let's start off. The 6:30 tip-off time, as everyone knows, the NBA is very kind in their staggering of scheduled games. The NFL should take note. We've got 2 tipping off at 6:30, Indiana at Boston. Guessing that's not a big cumulative line, huh? Total.
It's a nationally televised game, though. It's ESPN, 6:30 Central Time game.
Let's play guess that total. I'm going to go with 224.
You overshot it.
217.
A little bit above.
What is it?
219.5.
Okay, we're in the ball.
Celtics are favored.
I clearly like the over, right? I said 224. Celtics are favored by what?
2.5.
Okay.
I would have said going into the season that these would have been 2 of the East Coast favorites this year.
Absolutely, but they've not.
But they're not. They've been both fairly disappointing, I think.
The East is pretty stacked this year.
It is pretty good. They're just kind of beating up on each other.
On the injury front in this game, Marcus on the Boston side, Marcus Smart remains out.
Okay.
He's about the biggest piece. Langford's out, as he's been out. And then on the Indiana side, I think I just lost volume. I can't hear anything. You good? Oh, we're back. We okay?
I can hear you.
Oh, yeah, I lost. He's messing with things over here.
Okay.
Throwing me off.
Oh, we're good.
We're good?
You're the consummate professional. You handle it in stride.
Yeah, I looked at him like, what the fuck? Okay, on the Indiana side, Levert, who is unfortunately dealing with some medical issues, and Warren, who has not yet played a game this season, are both out. Sampson, who I've never heard of, remains out.
Jakar Sampson, baby.
Of course. Yes, Jakar. Anyway, no major injuries there. Any game notes or anything in particular before we move on to the next game?
No, I mean, I think what's kind of interesting about this game is Domantas Sabonis all of a sudden became like DK's like cover boy. He's like one of the most expensive players on the slate.
Wow.
I mean, he's like up in the 10s, I want to say.
That's weird.
It's really weird. He's been playing really well. I mean, he was like 10-9 the other day. Or something crazy like that. So I just
he's a consummate 50, right? Like he's not a 65, 70 though, right?
He's a guy that can get you like a triple double,
Right.
At this price, I just find it hard to want to pull the trigger on him.
What about the Boston pricing? I saw that in doing some research for the show that Kemba Walker's pricing has him as a popular play.
Kemba Walker's been gaining a lot of popularity over the last couple of weeks. He seems like he's kind of rounding back into form. He's not really playing back-to-backs, and this isn't a back-to-back for him. So he's going to be in the lineup tonight. And his salary is just very, very like palatable on both FanDuel and DraftKings. So
what about Brown and Tatum? This is not the best matchup for the Celtics. They're both, near 9,000. They probably average about 9,000 between the two of them.
I mean, it's just like, would you rather play Jason Brown at 8,600 or maybe Paul George at 8,600?
Right.
I don't know. I mean, you could take a shot on both of them. Would you rather play, Sabonis at 9,300 or, well, he's kind of in his own tier right now. So, but I don't know. I mean, I think there's pieces in this game that you could certainly play, but I think there's 9 games. You don't have to force it.
Right.
Yeah.
The second of the 6:30 that didn't come out right. Second of the 6:30 p.m. Central tip-offs is Houston at Toronto. What are you looking at there? Let's guess that total. I'm going to go 226.5.
Too high.
Too high again.
Yeah.
Wow. What is it?
220.
And who's favored?
The Raptors are getting 8. No, they're favored by 8 points.
Houston's just been terrible.
They're bad.
Yeah.
They are really, really bad.
So injury-wise, Toronto looks pretty clean.
Well, we just mentioned Siakam.
Oh, you did just mention.
That's a big one.
They have not caught up to that news. Siakam is out on the Toronto side. That's big news because DraftKings isn't even listing him as questionable.
Right.
On the Houston side, other than the guys that have been out, like Exum and Wood, who's been out for quite some time.
No Boogie.
No Boogie. That's right.
I think they released him even.
Yes, I believe so.
They released Boogie?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't that one of the top shots you own?
That is. That's one of the ones I got.
Might be worth more now.
Yeah, maybe it's a little more rare now.
No, but they released. I'm pretty sure they released Boogie. But Houston's been bad, man.
Yeah,
they've been bad, and like one thing I've been doing this week is playing bigs against Houston. So there's a play on the Toronto side that I really, really like tonight.
Let's look at their pricing. Well, I mean, your guy is cheap.
The water boy,
he's cheap tonight.
Bobby Boucher, baby.
I
I
saw
mean, let's go.
Boucher.
Let's go. These are the plays that.
I mean, him against Houston, it's great with Wood out. It's
Yeah. I
got to
mean,
be an optimal spot, right?
yeah.
Okay.
And his salary is nice.
His salary is nice. The third game on the 9-game slate is Phoenix at Chicago. That's a 7 p.m. tip-off. There are 5 games at 7.
Yeah.
So you're going to get a lot of this slate tipping off at this time.
This would be a nice little mini slate to play. The 7 o'clock.
The 7 o'clock
yeah.
slate. Not seeing a whole lot of injuries on the Chicago side that we haven't been dealing with. Market Ennis remains out. Porter Jr. remains out. Don't see anything new on the Phoenix side. I don't see anything. They're
They're very healthy.
Yeah. They're so what? Any game notes? What's the total? We got Chicago, who doesn't like to play defense against a pretty slow down.
This is the Matt guesses the total.
Oh yeah, this is my guess total. I'm gonna go with So this is a weird one. Let's go. I've been going too high.
Now I want to kind of maybe try and throw you off a little bit.
Sure.
Suns are playing at the slowest pace in the NBA this year.
And this is like slowest versus highest, right?
One of them, yeah.
That's kind of what I.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 222.
Close. 226.
I just want to mention I've been close on all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, so I went under on this one.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
The Bulls are getting 7 at home.
Okay. They're playing better, right? I mean,
They are playing markedly better.
And
yes.
Levine is going to be an all-star.
Levine has been erupting lately.
White would have been a future rising star. He would have played in that game if they had it this year.
Great top shot.
Yes.
Top Shot's probably a future sponsor of the show.
Who, White? White is a good top shot?
Probably. I mean, I'm just saying. He's had a couple of good games recently.
I think we gave that name over to our top shot guy at one point. So
yeah,
I'm pretty sure there's a little ownership there. Okay. The second of the 2 of 5 is another game that could be interesting. Sacramento at Detroit. Let's play guess that. Another collision of different play styles here.
Mm-hmm.
We got Sacramento, who has been pushing the ball this year. Detroit, who never pushes the ball and doesn't have a whole lot of scoring on their team. I'm going to go with I forgot Sacramento. 227.5.
Wow, really?
Yes.
You nailed it, dude.
Bam. Haven't even looked.
Nice.
That's nice. That's good.
Who's favored in this one?
The Pistons are getting 2.5 at home.
I kind of like Sacramento to take care of that.
So remember I said there's
here's what
a
happens.
game.
Sacramento plays all these tough games in the West, and then they get loose in the East. And so I like Sacramento tonight. That might be my pick tonight.
I think this is I think Vegas has this game wrong.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
But it is a back-to-back for Sacramento.
It
right?
is. It is.
But they've got plenty of players. And you say Halliburton might be.
He is unlikely to play.
Ooh, okay, that does. So what? In watching the games, I noticed at one point they started Halliburton. Now that Hield's back healthy, they give Hield the start, but Halliburton comes in and plays most of the game.
And he's mainly closing a lot too.
Yeah, man, that's gonna hurt without Halliburton. Let's hope Hield has a big. We need a big night out of Hield. Any particular pricing or any game notes you're seeing? Oh, Wright is out for Detroit. I didn't mention that. That's a big deal. He's been playing well.
So my boy Saban Lee for Detroit has just been a revelation since Wright's been out.
That's rookie Saban Lee, right?
Rookie Saban Lee.
So another top shot guy.
Yeah.
Write that down. Don't tell Julio.
Do you know where he played? Do you know where Saban Lee came from?
I have zero clue.
Vanderbilt.
Okay.
So obviously a smart kid.
Yeah.
Right. But Dwayne Casey's been talking about him, about how he is just in love with this kid's fire, his game. He's making the most of an injury. If you remember, they just traded for Dennis Smith Jr., who was a lottery pick. This dude, Dennis Smith Jr., is falling out of the rotation quickly.
Yes. Yes, he is falling out. I'm doing two of them. Hi, Toby. Our executive producer's joined us live here, so I thought I would say hello to him. I'll be here if you want to stop by.
Sweet. Okay.
See you later.
See you, Toby.
Bye,
See you, Toby.
Okay, I had to take care of that. Sorry, guys. Back to what about Barnes tonight? I like Barnes,
Dude.
Halliburton out, right?
I was telling you guys that there's a game I love.
Yeah,
This is it. I mean, we'll talk about this game, but you could literally stack this game up, in my opinion.
We'll come back to this because I like this game. Grant at 7,300 in this game is going to be big.
Yeah.
So this is 3 of 5. Clippers at
Memphis.
The Juices Memphis Grizzlies.
Who the Grizzlies annihilated the Clippers last night in Memphis.
And so now they're back playing
Back to back.
That's weird that they're doing those.
They're just doing that because of COVID and
Yeah.
travel. You know, it makes sense. Makes
it
sense.
does make some sense.
Yeah.
And they annihilated the Clippers. Okay, so
They won by 38 points.
we have Mad
No,
Clippers.
28 points, sorry.
Yeah, I had a parlay on the opposite side of that, so that didn't go well for me.
I didn't know you gambled. Wow. God, we're finding out this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he is crypto rich. Why wouldn't you gamble?
Yeah, just $5 at a time.
Yeah, let's play Guess That Line. Clippers at Memphis. We got, again, a kind of a collision of team styles. I'm going to go, I think this is going to be one of the higher ones on the slate, 228.5.
No. 224.5. Grizzlies are getting 7.5 at home.
Oh, wow. Even coming off a 30.8-point win. Isn't that weird how nightly?
28-point win.
28
I
point
misspoke.
win.
Yeah.
Okay. Any pricing or game notes? Morant remains cheap, and that's because he is
Let's
not
go through
playing
the
well.
injuries. You're the injury guy.
I'm the injury guy.
Yeah.
I see Winslow is back to out. That's unfortunate. We got Winslow for some period of time. Val is questionable.
That could be big.
That could be big. On the Clippers side, we've got Scrub remains out.
God,
Poor
man.
guy. We need Scrub to get back.
I feel like his name is holding him back.
It sounds like it, right?
Yeah.
Scrub.
Sorry, I just had to get one of those in.
Yeah.
Patterson is out, who's been out. Not a lot of injuries here. Like you said, J Val's a big injury that could affect some things. Any big game notes here that we need to take particular interest before we move on?
if J-Val is out, I mean, that brings Professor X back into the equation.
Oh, Professor X. I like it. He's a good player. Is he a rookie?
He's good,
Is he a
dude.
rookie?
Xavier Tillman, yes. We have been on
Top
Xavier
shot.
Tillman before anybody. We've been talking about this dude for like a long time.
I don't know. Yeah, I like Xavier Tillman.
Yeah.
I think in eyes on the game situations, I've been watching a lot of Memphis because I've been betting some Morant over-unders, and I like Xavier. Even when everybody's healthy, he looks good out there.
He's good. He's going to be a really good player in the NBA.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, game 4 of the 5-game 7 o'clock slate. Utah at Miami. Miami is getting healthy and playing well. This is a weird total. This is a game. This game could be 90 to 88, or it could be like 160 to 150. Like, it just depends how these two teams come at it. I am going to go with 219.
God, man's on a roll tonight. dude.
Nice.
Nailed
Is
it.
that another one?
219.
Wow, good job, man.
It's an addiction.
This is a gift.
It's not
This is a gift.
I feel like it's going to be a good night for DraftKings and FanDuel, right?
Man.
We're just hitting totals. Okay.
Heat are getting 6.5 at home.
Oh, wow.
The Jazz have been on a roll. They are arguably the best team in the NBA
The
right
Heat are playing well too. They're
They
4-0
are. They
and
are.
8-3.
now. They are.
And they're getting healthy, other than Hero. And
Right.
some call this a potential final matchup, right?
Oh.
Can you look at Miami? Because I do believe Bam is a game time decision.
They are listing him as questionable.
Okay.
Yes. Bam is questionable. Oh, I'm sorry. Bam's questionable. Hero's questionable. Vincent's questionable. Bradley's out.
Yeah.
Utah looks, as always, just looks pure white. There's zero red. Anyway, Azubuike is out.
Ooh.
So-
Jayhawk.
Yeah, trash Jayhawk. Unfortunate.
Oh, come on, dude. But Bam would be big news if he's out. Hero is pretty big news too. Jimmy Buckets has been
He's playing great.
he's been a revelation the last week or so.
They're-
man. He's been amazing.
This is a good game. I'd take Miami in the points in this game at home.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're going to win. I wouldn't money line this one like I gave you guys the other.
I
last
had
week.
Jimmy Buckets on FanDuel on Wednesday at like 4% owned in my big tournament. Drops like 60 something.
By the way, Jared,
Wow.
you weren't around for me dropping the Wizards money line pick that Julio
Oh.
basically called absurd.
Yeah.
And you got it?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Come on.
It wasn't even in doubt, actually. I mean,
They handled business.
they really did.
So game 4 of, or is this game 5? Yeah, 5 of the 5
7 o'clock
slate
Yeah.
is our hometown Oklahoma City Thunder are playing against our hometown boy Trey
Young. Nice.
And so Trae Young is coming back home to the Chesapeake Arena and
I don't
playing
know.
probably in front of dozens of friends and family.
At least 5 fans. This is a good game. I like this game. This could be a big Trey game. It really could.
He's been really, really good lately. He's been playing really, really well.
There's a lot of narrative in this.
Of course, there's a lot of narrative.
Let me look at the before.
But without,
Let me
but
try
just
to guess the total here. Oklahoma City's never good for the total. Atlanta is always good for a total. 224.
undershot it.
They must like the.
228.5.
They're going with the Trey narrative there.
You didn't get the three-peat.
Yeah, well, it's okay. I still consider.
You still got
if
games.
I'm within 5 points, I'm
You still got games.
Yeah, so, on the injury front, I am showing that Diallo is out. Hill is out. Hill's been out. Diallo has been out, actually, too. Ariza hasn't played any games. Horford is out. Must be some value somewhere on the Oklahoma City side playing in what I think is going to be a pace-up matchup against Atlanta. On the Atlanta side, Reddish is questionable. Bogdanovich and Dunn are both out. Hunter is out. When's Hunter expected back?
Not for a while, man. He's been out for a little bit. I think he got some sort of serious injury. So
He's a good young player. That's
he
too
is. He is a very good young player.
So what's the spread on this one?
The Thunder are getting 5.5 at home.
Fair. That you guys seem to think the Thunder play well and that they're going to keep things close. Any picks on this one, guys?
No.
I'm taking Atlanta. I think Trey lights them up.
Yep. I would not be surprised.
Okay.
I kind of want OKC to lose anyways this year.
Yeah. 2 more games on the slate. Charlotte at Golden State is a 9 p.m. tip-off. I love this game for some reason. I feel like this one could.
Can we circle back real quick to the previous game?
Yeah. Oklahoma
So you mentioned value like Oklahoma City. So Kenrich Williams, Roby, and Theo Maledon are second, third, and fourth highest projected owned players on DraftKings.
That
tonight.
makes sense. I knew there had to be some value.
Yeah, so
in
they're all very cheap, and
it's a good matchup.
it's a good matchup. So just wanted to throw that out there for the listeners.
Charlotte's at Golden State. Golden State's coming on back to back, right? Charlotte had the night off, I think, last night. I'm going to try to go. Oh, this one. I think this could be the highest total of the night. Am I correct? This is highest total of the night.
Charlotte Golden State.
Yeah. Don't tell me the total. Tell me if I'm correct on the.
You would be correct.
Okay. I'm getting. We're not getting.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed so far.
Somebody
You're doing
needs to-
good.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you.
very impressed.
I'm going 231.
Close. 233.5.
I mean,
Wow, that's pretty good.
Very close.
Very close.
Okay. What a injury front. Golden State looks pretty clean.
Devontae Graham's out.
Well, we're on Golden State.
Oh, sorry.
Klay Thompson is the only out. He's been
He's
out
out
this season.
still.
Yes, Klay Thompson is out.
Okay.
Okay. As Juice said, Devontae Graham is out along with one of the Martin twins.
Former Jayhawk.
I'm
Devontae
not
Graham.
sure which Martin twin it is. I don't know that it matters. Zeller is questionable.
I'm not sure his mom knows which one is
Yeah.
out.
So one of the 2 C Martins is out. If you had him in your lineup, take him out and put the other one in. There. So, and the last game of the slate is.
If you're the other twin that's playing tonight,
Yeah.
do you get a little bit more hyped up that your brother's ill and
That you're the only
you
one?
kind of want to represent for the Martins?
No, maybe we could get some. I know some twins. Maybe we could get some twins on the show at some point.
You know,
Ask it.
Yolanda's a twin. My
And ask
mom.
Your mom. I've met your mom's
Yeah,
twin, right?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
She loves me, by the way.
Yeah, she does.
Last game of the slate, got to be nationally televised. Portland at Lakers. Is it nationally televised? Yeah, of course it is. I'm going to go and say something before I predict the cumulative total on this. I'm going to guess that LeBron James was questionable. And I
You would be correct.
nailed it. On the
It's
Portland.
almost more likely that he's not questionable.
I have not.
But we do know Anthony Davis is out.
So we have been doing a lot of breakdowns. The only night that we broke down the Lakers playing that he was not questionable, I predicted neither of them would play, and one of the two didn't play, right?
No, you predicted that one of the two would not play that night.
Because
and Anthony Davis did not
even
play.
though they were, because neither of them were listed on
Wow.
this.
Right.
So, damn Lakers and their stupid injury tags.
Well, I mean, I think Dennis Schroeder might be back
tonight. He's listed as questionable.
Okay.
James is, as we mentioned, is listed as questionable. Davis is out. Kuzma is listed as questionable. Who you give Kuzma a pretty hard time, and are you going to admit that he's played well lately?
I will. I'll take the L. Yeah, he's been playing well.
One of the Morris twins, again, don't know which one, and I don't know that it matters.
Markeith
Is he only
Come
knows?
on,
He only
don't
knows
disrespect Jayhawks in my presence,
that,
dude.
he only knows that because they went to Kansas.
That's right. Yeah,
You're
not going to get away with that on this show.
The $3,100 twin is out tonight. So if that was your
Can I make a little interjection here?
Yes.
Who is the most popular play on DraftKings tonight?
I don't know.
Markeith Morris.
This
The
guy that I
Lakers.
just made fun of?
Yes.
Mr.
Yes.
Mr. Questionable himself?
Uh-huh.
Okay, let me guess a total on this. We know it's under 233 because it's not the highest total.
That's a good
Deductive reasoning.
Good deductive reasoning there,
I
yes.
think it's got to be pretty high with Portland.
I'm going to give you another clue.
Okay.
It's not the lowest total on the slate.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't think it's not 219 or whatever,
No.
217
Right.
ever. Okay, 221.5.
Wow.
You nail it?
No, 222. But
Oh,
hey, kudos.
Half
kudos.
a point. That's
Pretty
good.
good. Pretty
We
good.
had a pretty good night.
Yeah,
I would take
pretty
it.
good,
I would
man.
take it. That was a pretty good day of guessing. Okay.
Yeah.
What who's favored? The Lakers. What are they?
The Lakers are favored by 5 at home.
I'm going right now. Portland money line. Just put it down. Vegas is giving you money tonight.
I agree with you tonight.
Yes.
I agree with
Portland
you
money line. Why the Lakers are favored, I have no idea. They're terrible without Davis.
They have been.
Their good players are all
They
questionable.
have been legit bad.
They're not even fun to watch.
No, I mean they are
Like-
bad right now. With Schroeder out, they've got nothing.
So the only thing that gives them hope is if Schroeder plays
Correct.
and he's healthy.
Which sort of with this line, I'm sort of thinking that Schroeder might be back. I'm thinking Vegas knows he might be playing tonight.
Yeah. That's weird though. They've had the Lakers. They've been giving people money. They had the Lakers favored over you? No, they were like 7 points to Utah, and Utah just killed them. That was a popular. Okay, well we've gone through 9 games. We talked about the cumulative totals and point spreads.
Yeah.
Let's jump in player by player. We've got 50,000 DK points to spend over the course of 8 players, as everybody knows. We got a lot of games to choose from. I noticed in looking at Line Star this morning while I was eating breakfast, there are a lot of people priced or projecting at about the same point total. So it's going to be hard to decipher the slate a little bit. Let's start at the point guard position. We've got James at 10-7. We got Lillard at 10-1. We got Young at 9-9. Curry at 9-7. Those are the top 4 guys. And then we kind of get into a price range with SGA, who's been playing great, by the way, at 88. My guy, LaMelo Ball, who I think is a future star, if not a current star.
He's not a future. He is a star.
Current star. Yeah. Rozier's been playing great at 8,400. Has a great matchup. Let me just kind of look a little bit deeper and see. Anyway, what Halliburton, as you mentioned, is out. White has a great matchup tonight. Well, he doesn't have a great matchup. Actually, it's a terrible matchup. What do you like? As I said, Line Star, love Kemba Walker. What are you loving?
I mean, a couple guys sort of jump out to me today. I love De'Aaron Fox at 7,700 against Detroit. I love that game.
That's a good matchup.
He just dropped a 50 burger last night.
Especially with Halliburton out.
I think he's going to be more aggressive.
You got to like Trey up in the
I
expensive.
do. I mean, all the guys you listed up top, you could
play any of them,
100% play any of those guys.
I think even Curry has a great matchup tonight.
I agree. I mean, I think all of these guys are in good matchups.
You want some fake narrative?
Yes.
Curry's playing against his dad's team tonight.
At home.
Does that motivate him?
If it were in Charlotte, I'd be like, yeah. But it's at Golden State.
I'm guessing he grew up a Charlotte fan.
Right.
So.
Must have.
I mean, was Charlotte even around? They were the Bobcats then, no?
We're going to call that
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know where that was during their Bobcat phase or not. Anyway, what are you liking at point guard?
Well, I mean, all the guys you mentioned, I like. I I like De'Aaron Fox.
I love Ball too, by the way. What a good matchup for Ball tonight. Him playing, maybe getting some one-on-one with Curry. It could be fun. I'm going to tell you, all the games on the 9-game slate, there'll be one game that I definitely tune in tonight, and it will be Charlotte Golden State.
I mean, I can't fault you for that one.
It's just going to be a good game.
I like Kyle Lowry at 7,000.
Wow, 7K Kyle Lowry.
Going back to up against Houston, one of his former teams.
It's forced narrative night.
That's another forced narrative night. Forced narrative for tonight. But narrative aside, Kyle Lowry at 7K. I really like that price tag.
I mean, that's a steal.
And with Siakam out, I mean, they're going to lean on him a little bit more.
Should I just go ahead and put that in the lineup?
Just wait a little bit.
You're getting heavy support from your co-host here.
I mean, I really, really like him. Okay, so, but I just
he's got to be highly owned. Right?
I can't get away from my boy right now. This guy has been
Fox
so good to me this week.
Fox?
No. Mr. Power Ranger himself, Saban Lee.
Oh God!
For Detroit, 4,300. He was 3,800 last slate.
Is this the Vanderbilt kid?
Yes. Let me read you his logs here. Last 3 points. Last 3 games. 30 DraftKings points.
Saban Lee.
DraftKings point. Last 3 DraftKings games. 30, 34-7, and 28.
Wow.
Okay.
At 4-3, dude. I mean, if he gives me 28, I'm happy.
JMJ, you convinced?
Yeah. Are we locking him in?
I've locked him in.
Let's
see it on the spread. Yeah.
I love playing players against Sacramento right now.
Yeah,
they're playing no defense.
They literally don't care about defense.
No. So I mean, I like him. I probably would like to get Kyle Lowry in somewhere else, at another spot. So I'm not. I think he's a great play.
I like it.
Yeah.
Kyle Lowry might be in the guard spot.
Yes, I agree.
Is he shooting guard eligible, Kyle Lowry?
It didn't look like it. It looked like he's point guard.
But we can play him in the guard or utility spot. So we've got some room.
So we got Saban Lee dialed in.
Yeah.
Let's move over to the shooting guard spot. To me, this is just generally the second. We get it. We got some Christian love too.
Yeah.
Hi, Christian.
He's our biggest fan.
He is our biggest fan.
He might be our only fan.
He might.
We love him.
Matt's out there. I'm sure he's out there somewhere. Matt.
We got 6 people watching this. There's some people out there.
Fans. We got fans.
Here we go.
Don't listen to Julio.
Never.
Okay, shooting guard. Up top, we've got the recently all-star coordinate. Forget whatever word I'm saying. Recently named
Coordinated.
There we go. That you got.
Coordinated Zach LaVine.
Yes. He's an all-star, and he is 9,600. We got SGA, who's coming off a giant game. Did you see the 42-point game?
I did not see the 42-point game.
Yes, recent giant game.
But he had 61 DraftKings points.
Yes.
I would say that's a giant game.
Brown's 8,600. As you mentioned, Paul George is 8,600. Mitchell's 8,500. Rozier's 8,400. Can I put a little bit of I like these Charlotte guards, Rozier and Ball, and Graham's out. Who benefits most from Graham being out, Rozier or Ball?
I think they both do.
Well, I like both in this matchup. I think
when Graham is out, you can make an argument for Rozier, Ball, and Hayward.
Yeah,
they all kind of take
the
a little bit more usage. Yeah. So, but.
I like Rozier. He's a little bit priced.
He's too pricey for me.
Yeah, it's a little bit, but he's got a good matchup.
I think if you were going to go Rozier, tonight I'd rather play Van Fleet at $100 less.
And Oubre
against Houston.
Oubre Jr., who's 6,800 in the same matchup, is not bad either.
No, not at all.
Do you guys think the Clippers are going to let Memphis blow them out again?
That's a good call, JMJ. I mean, I think
that's a tough game.
I think the Clippers are going to come out a little bit pissed off tonight.
Right.
So. I would look for George and Kawhi to, come out a little bit mad tonight.
Right.
For sure. But this is a tough spot because there's so many good plays in the 8K range. I feel like we need to pay down and just be a little bit different.
Wow, this guy is coupon clipping all over the place, right? He does not want to put any money in yet.
I
Okay.
love seeing Fred VanVleet at $8,300 because I now own him on Top Shot.
He had to
So,
get that. He was going to work
yeah,
that in one way.
I
or the other.
had
See,
to.
that's
Do you own him though?
in the
Do you
in,
really own him though?
I own a clip of his life.
Do you own the clip really though?
in the industry.
I hope
In the
so.
industry, we call this a humble brag,
Yes.
right? I mean, this is what we
That's-
call a humble brag.
Mr. Top Shot himself.
Yeah.
I finally got one.
Crypto rich. Jared is in the Top Shot world. I'm glad you guys are, though. I really am. I'm the one with no kids and no life. I should be heavily invested. Okay, so we're gonna save down. Who are we gonna save with in the shooting guard spot?
Oh my gosh, dude.
Is it a Thunder player?
Do we go with one of the most popular plays tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't the three top most popular plays on OKC, or was
Yeah, they were, and I'm looking. None of them really are at the
Shooting guard spot.
shooting guard.
Okay.
spot.
So who do we like? We're over here guessing who you like. Who do you like?
You know, I mean, looking at the Thunder value. Oh man.
I think I'm talking about who we're going to play in the shooting guard spot, right?
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just looking to see if there's someone I really, really love.
I like Oubre Jr. I just want to get that out said one more time at 6,400.
Yeah. I do like Oubre. And they're
Also-
playing Charlotte.
If I was paying up, what about? Oh, I thought that. Wow. What about Buddy Hield without
I
Halliburton?
was going to say Buddy Hield is not looking bad either.
Yeah.
This is the struggle I'm going to have with the Sacramento-Detroit game. I like every single flipping player on both sides tonight. I mean, I really do. But it's not good to stack a game in NBA
Yeah.
when there's 9 games.
No, I mean, it's a way to win a tournament for
It's
sure.
a way to win a tournament, but it's not a smart play.
So who we playing?
We're good, man. You're always rushing.
We're always trying. I've been told that our podcast should not last more than an hour.
I don't know who you're listening to.
the people.
It's a live stream, dude. These people.
You know what?
these
I'll
people-
live. I got nothing going on tonight.
I don't either. I just got to pick
As
up my
long
kids
as-
by
As
7.
long as I don't faint from not eating, we're good.
You know what? Let's pay up here. I'm gonna go back on what I said because we do have value in other spots, and I feel like we do need to pay. Let's go SGA.
Yeah, I do like that.
nice.
I mean, that's a good leveraging the field off Trey.
And
too.
I'm going to tell you why, because I'm not as in love with the value in Oklahoma City as everybody else is tonight.
Yeah.
So I think it's a direct leverage play off both.
both. I think it's a both off Trey and off of
Yeah,
the
I
other.
agree. So he's playing great.
He really is playing
He's
great.
playing great. I mean, so
And there's going to be a lot going on here with Trey being in town,
I agree.
and so I like the SGA play, and I think we're going to get some low ownership on that. So let's move over to small forward. I'm guessing we may see it. Some value. This is where we might be finding value, though. I'm just going to say it out loud. Grant at 7,300 playing Sacramento.
We're simpatico tonight.
Yeah, I mean
I'm-
we're not.
I'm-
we're always
I'm,
simpatico because we're DK analysts.
Yes.
That understand that you just Grant playing against Sacramento at 7,300. seems-
And
So
he's
we're-
rested. He's been out for a couple nights, so he's ready to go.
Plus
We're
he's-
locking that in.
He's the
Yeah.
okay. So tell me if I'm wrong. Is he the son of an OU legend or the nephew of an OU legend?
I believe.
Who are also twins?
Yes.
Who's been kind of a thing
I
with.
believe he's the son. I think they're the sons of Horace Grant.
I think the son of NBA legend is the kid that went to OU or went to Notre Dame. That Grant, that guard. You know.
Jerry and Grant.
Yeah, remember the one that played
Yeah,
Kentucky?
yeah. Okay.
And-
Yeah. Yeah.
They should have won that game. God. Okay. Anyway. So yes, I think it's the nephew of OU great.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Power.
Either way, they're directly. I mean, they're related to former
Any-
OU great.
If we're doing stretch, it seems to be stretch narrative Friday. The nephew of OU great returning to Norman. You know, outside of. Anyway, we're done with those. That one has no simpatico.
I mean, the nephew of the former great is going home to Detroit,
Oh yes,
right? Playing against the Sacramento Kings. I mean, if you want a narrative, this is the narrative for you right now to play.
Okay, I'm gonna
Because there are alumni in Sacramento from OU that he will be playing in front of in Detroit.
But they'll be in Detroit.
Right.
Okay.
But they'll be watching him on TV in Sacramento.
Okay, I'm done. Sorry,
Okay.
it's been a long day. I kept my client out of jail. I just want to mention that.
Nice.
Nice.
The DA wanted to put her in jail. He was not very nice about it. He does not like me.
It's a good day. You were calling good calls on the point totals.
Yeah.
Got your
I'm feeling
client
good
out of
juju.
jail.
Right? Good juju tonight.
I'm pretty good at that all the time, though. It's called way too much paying attention.
In the industry, we don't even call that a humble brag. It's just a flat out brag.
That's just a brag.
Yeah, it's just a brag.
It's kind of a sickness. It's a sadness more than anything that I have the time to know that type of stuff. Anyway, power forward. We could pay up to 10-4 to Sabonis,
No.
and I would fire you from the show.
Not gonna do it.
We have Tatum at 9,300. We have Siakam. Well, we mentioned he was injured. Someone we always love, Green, is at 6,900, pretty reasonably priced for a healthy Green. Hayward is very reasonably priced in what I
Yes.
consider a good matchup at 6,700. Looking down, Bagley's playing better at 5,900. He's getting a lot
Yes.
more run.
The game of the century too.
Yes, I love that game too. You have convinced me already. Barnes at 5,500, also playing in the game
I
of the
love
century.
that spot, dude.
Let's just put Barnes in, right?
I
That's
mean,
just too good a value.
especially
for
with
Barnes.
Halliburton out.
Yeah.
I mean, I think.
Now, is Halliburton out, or you're saying
Well, he's
trending
unlikely.
towards out?
The coach came out already and said he's unlikely to play. So
Okay, coach.
time out though. It is Luke Walton, and Luke Walton is the worst. So
Just in life in general.
I mean, he's just I don't know. So here's what I'm gonna say. We have Harrison Barnes in right now, but I don't mind OG Anunoby at 5,500 either for Toronto, with Siakam being out. Let's see what time these games start. So Houston, Toronto is 6:30. Sacramento, Detroit's at 7. God, I'm hoping we get the news before then.
I'm sticking with our game, man.
Okay.
I see where you're going with the OG. He's a good player, but you know what? As a cash gameplay, Barnes is tough to beat. I think he just has a great floor tonight.
Yeah.
Is that an official lock 'em in?
Or OG. I'm either one, but we're gonna be. This will be our third play. In
Yeah,
the
this is
same
a.
game.
Yeah.
But I like this game. Julio loves this game. I love this game.
We got 2 Detroit players right now. We'd be running it back with Barnes.
definitely
Can you
gonna-
imagine if this game goes like double overtime?
Yeah, or it's 99-89. Yeah, one of the-
Well, that's not going to happen with Sacramento.
No, they don't care.
It's not going to happen.
Either one.
You and I could, all three of us could score.
I would
on
say that
Sacramento
OG
tonight.
and Barnes is a coin flip right now. Who do you-
I would agree.
Let's ask Jared. What do you think, Jared?
Barnes has always been not very nice to me. So, I mean,
Yeah.
but
OG
I don't know. I don't.
OG has that blow up potential. That's the hardest thing about that is OG could go for 50 on that 5,500 pretty easily, right?
It would be nice to have someone on Sacramento since we got 2 Detroit players.
We're gonna have somebody on Sacramento.
We will for sure.
Okay, then
Don't you worry about that.
Houston, Toronto. I mean, I don't know. OG's.
I'm gonna go OG. I kind
I
of
like
like OG.
OG.
I kind of shifted my like in there, and I think I'm gonna go floor versus ceiling. Barnes is the floor guy. OG is the ceiling guy. Do you agree with that, Juice?
I do, but I think
Agree
I'm
with that,
kinda
Christian?
going with JMJ.
You can go with James J. He picked OG.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Oh.
You like
I
Barnes?
switched.
Go
I
back.
didn't switch. I never was on Barnes actually.
I'll go to Barnes.
Oh, so my boy Doy Duncan says an hour is too long. See, so he agrees with you guys.
Yes.
He also suffers from ADD. I believe.
People got stuff to do.
Anyone
Yeah.
that says an hour is too long probably suffers from a little bit of.
Wow.
I have ADHD, so it's an hour for me.
I will defer to you two on this pick.
I'm going to go OG. Let's go OG. We're
Okay.
going to go OG for now. Julio's tweeting out the lineups as always, hopefully, and getting better this week. We didn't tweet out as many
No.
lineups this week. We need to get back to the Twitter.
I was too busy making Doy money this
He-
week.
At center, we have the potential. We got so just to kind of recap, we got 4 spots left. You guys can see in the chat what we're doing in the stream what we're playing. We got 4 spots left. They can see that we have 6,000 basically per player, which is a good number because Julio always got some savings for us. What about the center spot? We've got a lot of pay up opportunities here with.
Lock and load.
Oh, we got a lock.
We
and
got a
load at
lock and
center.
load.
Lock and load at center.
Well, we needed a lock and load sound.
This is a
Yeah, we do need a lock and load sound. You were correct. For now, we'll just
oh
go.
yeah.
That ain't it.
Oh,
But
no?
we're gonna go with it. That-
Nice. We'll get a new one.
We have 2 sounds right now. There, at some point, we'll have.
lock and load should be like a
15.
rifle.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
just
that's
like-
good. Oh, that's great.
I like
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And maybe even a graphic where we're just like throwing lock and load across the screen. I like it.
Maybe we need like Clint Eastwood showing up on the,
there we
on
go.
the screen.
There we go. Now we got this down. Okay, lock and load at center. Here's our first lock and load of the night. What are we locking and loading?
The Water Boy.
Water
Boucher.
boy.
Boucher. That's
Okay,
kind
so
of
that's kinda why
why
he
I'm
was
thinking
pushing
like
towards
Barnes.
Barnes.
Yeah. I mean, but Boucher is just Houston is
I
awful.
like both of them.
I mean, they're fine.
Yeah.
They're fine.
Helps us that gains us some salary going into these more flexible positions here.
Right.
Okay, so did you get the water boy in?
What's his last name?
Boucher. Boucher.
Got him. Boom.
Okay, now we've got the guard position. That gives us a whole world of highly expensive players that we could play. I'm going to go on record to say that LaMelo Ball will have more than 40 fantasy points, but that's not even paying off his price.
That's not good enough for us tonight.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
So we got James at 10-7. We got Lillard 10-1, Young at 9-9, Curry 9-7, Levine 9-6, Ball 8-7. We got a lot of ways to pay up here if we want. If we don't want, what are we doing, Julio?
Oh man,
DeAndre Fox at 7,700 seems like easy money.
Doesn't Trae Young want to put on a show tonight
Or Trae Young.
in front of his friends and family?
You know, I feel
Detroit.
like we could always find a little bit more value at the forward spot. So let's go to forward right now, and then we can circle back to guard.
All right.
Okay. The spin ups at forward, as we've already mentioned, are Sabonis.
Well, we're not
James.
playing.
We're not playing. You'd literally be fired if you're like, okay, we're going to run the show with 10-4 Sabonis. Anyway, Sabonis is definitely getting 70 tonight. James 10-7, Butler 9-4, Tatum 9-3, Kawhi, who we have not mentioned, 9-1, who's in a pretty
Playing
good,
angry tonight.
That's
In a good
not a
matchup.
bad salary for Kawhi.
no, in a good matchup too.
Right. I'd like it more if PG was out.
I like the two Golden State players, Green and Oubre Jr., one at 69 and one at 68. Those aren't bad plays.
If we play those guys, there's no way we're getting up to like, Trey or any of those dudes.
So do we have a spin down here that we
Oh
like?
yeah, of course.
Kyle Anderson's been a guy that's been popular with you lately.
Here's a guy that I've liked.
We could go to Barnes here if we wanted to.
Um,
How down in the dirt are we going?
So I think we're going to go right now with Kenrich Williams at 3,500 for the Thunder.
So this is some of that popular OU or not OU Thunder
Value.
value.
But however, if we find out anytime soon that Joe Val is ruled out, we can go right to the X-Man,
How much is X-Man today?
3,600. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a pivot there.
I like it.
And
X-Man.
I think Xavier Tillman would be much lesser owned than Kenrich Williams, and I think he could absolutely outperform him.
I agree. I like Tillman.
So I think it's a good pivot. So now
Okay.
we're getting back up to like salaries we can work with.
Yeah, we got 7,500 average for the next two players here. So in that range, if we're looking to go, Fox makes a lot of sense. Lowry makes a lot of sense.
We could play them both.
Let's play Lowry, and then that gives us Fox. Bam. That gets us 3 point guards in there too. Four really. I love playing 4 point
Yes,
guards.
I like this lineup.
I do like this lineup. As you can see, but I will repeat, we got Lee, SGA, Grant, OG, Waterboy, Lowry, K. Williams, and DeAndre Fox. I like this. This is a 330 point lineup, we think.
Let's hope.
So-
I don't really see
We
too many.
didn't play any of the only thing about this lineup that I'm going to, as we analyze what we just built, is we didn't play like Trey. We didn't play LeBron. We didn't play any of the. I mean, our biggest spend up is our boy SGA at 88. I like it though.
But you know what we say, Matt, is that what I say is,
we say it or you say it.
we live in a salary cap world, and I'm a salary cap girl, right? So I mean, you can't play everybody you like.
Yeah.
You got to make decisions. So I think the only thing I would sort of tinker with this is that I feel like we've got a lot of Raptors.
I'm not anti-Raptors playing against Houston, though.
I'm not either. But
And I'm not anti Detroit and that game.
No. But I'm just saying that. I mean,
We do have a lot of Raptors. We have 3.
I like this lineup. I will probably vary a little bit with the OG Anunoby play myself.
Yeah, we might
But-
go. It would make sense to go to Barnes now that we have Lowry and Boucher in the lineup.
But we also I like this lineup. I do.
too.
So
Okay.
let's fire it in.
Well, I submitted it. Now's my favorite time of the show. We get to make some money. I mean, not that we want to make DK money too, but we also like to try to see how good we can pick some over-unders here.
Oh, we got a comment though. Let's see here. I think I saw. Oh no.
No
Yep.
My
comments.
bad.
Overhead is coming your way next drill.
Ooh.
Who is that?
Wow.
That's Doit Duncan.
That's tough. Okay.
Overhead's coming next drill. It took a sec. So in our world, that would be called dent talk, huh?
Eric says hello, Juice.
Erica. That's Dwight's wife.
Oh,
the
wow.
lovely Erica Duncan, by the way.
You got real fans. I like it. Juice Nation is big. It
Yeah,
really
it's
is.
huge. I mean,
Let's
it's
just be honest.
Yeah.
How big is Juice Nation?
it's growing exponentially by the week.
So hi, both of you, and thank you for watching, and thank you for being a member of Juice Nation. We're out of T-shirts in normal sizes, but Erica, we probably have a T-shirt that fits you. So, Juice, if you want a T-shirt for your friend,
I don't know if she'll wear a shirt that says "I snort all the chalk in the back" with having 2 little girls.
I mean, it's just saying that you like to play common.
I mean, I know
Commonly
we
on
know what it
DK
means,
world, please.
but
What's it mean to your friends?
yeah.
Okay, I understand. Well, Erica, you make that decision. Don't let Julio make that decision for
No,
you.
I'd never make decisions for women.
Okay, we're doing over-unders here. Player props. We've got nationally televised games. We've got 9 games on the slate. Wow, this thing goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. I'm going to be very, very quick. If I don't see instant love from you, I'm going to say that's a fade. Remember, it's fade like or smash. Fox, 26.5.
How do you look at me and I look at you and not feel instant love like every time?
I do.
Okay, so I'm just curious. But
Fox is a big number tonight, so the Vegas is predicting big things for him at 26.5.
I love it.
You love it?
I love it.
Over.
I love it.
Buddy Hield, 17.5. Harrison Barnes, 16.5.
I
I like Barnes.
I would like the Barnes one more than the Heald.
I like Grant, 24.5.
I like that.
Yeah, I do too.
That dude can drop 50 real life points and score 53 DraftKings points.
Back to the more boring games. Pacers at Celtics. This is a nationally televised game. How about this? Let me just ask you. Is there anybody you're curious about hearing in this game? The number.
Sabonis.
Sabonis' points is 22.5. His rebounds is 11.5. His assists is 5.5.
Fade.
Fade all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the Celtics are so hard to pick, but with Walker and Brown and all them having. Okay, Rockets at Raptors.
What about Brogdon? Any numbers for Brogdon?
I do have numbers for Brogdon.
Okay, let me hear those because I typically don't mind
Brogdon
attacking Kemba Walker defense.
Brogdon is 20.5, 4.5, 5.5, 2.
I kind of like the Brogdon over on the points.
Okay, we'll put some on there. Okay, moving past that game, the next game is Rockets at Raptors. It's not televised. We got a lot of action in this game. Wall is 21.5. Oladipo is 19.5. They've got a line for Siakam. It's going to obviously no. So this is a situation where Vegas hasn't adjusted yet for Siakam to be out, and so their lines are reflecting that he's not out.
Right.
So this is a situation, guys, what we call take advantage of Vegas.
Right.
Where are we taking advantage of Vegas?
Well, I mean,
Norman Powell is 20.5.
That's interesting. He usually does get fairly good production when
It's weird. Lowry's unavailable. That's odd.
that is a little bit of
I kind of like Powell with Siakam being out, right? Or we like Boucher, though, too. Okay, I'm not going to pick anybody there. Okay. Did you like any of that? Is there anything we can take advantage knowing that Siakam's out over there, Juice?
I mean, what was Van Fleet?
He was 22.5. Powell's 20.5 and Lowry's unavailable.
I almost feel like I never get Norman Powell right, so let's fade. I just never get that guy right.
Okay, Suns at Bulls, and Booker's 26.5, Paul's 16.5, Levine's 29.5, and Kobe White is 15.5. And I have been taking Kobe White every night, and he has been hitting.
He's been doing really well.
Yeah.
Ever since you talked him up, he's been doing well.
Well, he's a good guy. Okay, Clippers at Grizzlies. Leonard is 26.5, George is 23.5, and Ja is 19.5. The weird thing is, last night in the same game, Ja was 15.5.
Well, because they blew him out so much, he didn't play very much.
No, but I'm saying that how did Vegas know that?
How did they know what?
His point over under last night was 15.5. It's 19.5 tonight.
Yeah, that's interesting. So they maybe knew that Memphis was going to win that game.
It's scary, right?
It is
literally.
scary.
I took the over and he got over. He got 16 points.
Wow.
Isn't that weird? So tonight he's 19.5.
So I guess they're thinking it's going to be a closer game.
I guess. Weird how that works.
Vegas they got some smart people in that city.
Yes. Jazz at Heat, Donovan Mitchell 24.5, Bojan Bogdanovic, who we are yet to put a bet on, 15.5, Mike Conley 15.5, Jimmy Butler unavailable.
Dude, Mike Conley he looked so good the other night.
Is he scoring points though, or just having good games?
He did okay. He had like 8 points in the first minute, and then he just kind of started doing other
Hawks
things.
at Thunder. Trae Young, 28.5.
I kind of feel like we need to sort of smash that, no?
I do. I'm going to agree with you on that one. Collins is 18.5. SGA is 25.5.
Ooh. I like that.
Oh, you do like that?
Right, he's in the lineup.
That's a lot of points for a man, but it's coming off a big night.
This kind of goes like with one of those deals that, we like to play guys that are getting paced up. Oh, yeah. And SJ's getting, see? SJ's getting paced up.
I like it. Trailblazers at Lakers, nationally televised game. Tons of lines here. Lillard's 30.5, 4.5, 8.5, 3.5 threes.
God, this seems like a Lillard game to me too, man.
You want to put a little on Lillard over 25?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish he was cheaper tonight.
Gary Trent Jr.'s.
You're the Gary Trent Jr.
Yeah, I don't like him in this game. Gary Trent Jr. beats up on bad teams,
Okay.
and he's good at that. LeBron is 28.5.
I thought you just said the Lakers were a bad team.
Yeah, well, okay, so I'm going to take some on Gary Trent Jr. just because you're right. LeBron is 28.5, 9.5, 8.5, 1.5 threes. I think he's shooting 17% from three-point land.
Is he really?
Yeah, in the last 8 games or something.
Golly.
Yeah.
Somebody else I saw.
You're not loving that.
Kelly Olynyk is 2 for his last 28 and 3-pointers.
So I take it you don't like any of the LeBron?
I don't want to touch LeBron tonight.
Schroeder has some stats. Do you care about Schroeder? We got
I'm curious.
16.5, 3.5, 3.5, 1.5 threes.
I mean, 3.5 and assists I like.
Okay. Take a little Schroeder action.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're down to one of the games, the game that I said I like to watch the most. So Hornets at Warriors. We got Terry Rozier at 21.5. Ooh, I'm going to take that.
You love Rozier.
I do. Well, he's just playing good.
He is playing good.
Hayward 20.5. LaMelo. Let's get this right. LaMelo Ball 18.5.
18.5 points for LaMelo Ball.
Yeah.
How many assists and rebounds?
Nothing. It's not nationally televised.
I think you kind of like it, don't you? I mean, I kind of do.
He's the guy that can score 55 DraftKings points and score 14 points. So that's the problem with him. He might have 17 assists or something.
He just gets so many peripheral stats.
I'm going to take it just because I want it to happen. Oubre Jr. is 18.5 and Curry is 30.5.
I feel like Oubre, I've just missed the boat on this kid. Like, he's been so good lately, and I just haven't been playing him.
Yeah, it's a good matchup for him tonight.
It is a good matchup. What's Curry?
30.5. Coming off a back-to-back, I worry about that. That's why I kind of like Oubre, that I think.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Okay, well, we took a lot of action. I like it. We took 13 picks. We took Fox, Barnes. All these are overs. We don't bet unders. Every once in a while, Juice will give us an under. Grant, Brogdon, White, Young, SGA, Lillard, Gary Trent Jr., Schroeder, Sis, Rozier, Ball, Oubre. I mean, that's a cast of characters right there. Mm-hmm. Okay, go team, fight, win, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Bam, 58 minutes.
Under an hour.
How do you like it?
Did it?
We got a
What's
lineup
up,
built.
Doit?
It was under an hour.
We got a lineup. We've got game by game totals for you. We talked about the injuries. We gave you some ways to win some money and beat your bookie out of some things. Jared just showed up on the stream.
I did.
It's been a while.
Hey, look at that good-looking man.
That's a rich man, women, right there.
Well,
Let you know.
he's taken though, Matt.
That's the
It's
face
true.
of
He's
a rich
taken.
man right
So
there.
let's not get him in trouble here.
I mean, the salary he makes off this thing alone
Oh,
will keep you in furs and
I
diamonds.
mean,
So
he's negotiating his next Bitcoin right now with the salary this week.
does he not play the role of a guy who owns Bitcoin so perfect, right?
I hope so.
Yeah, you do. You're killing it on the look part. Anyway, did you enjoy the show, Jared?
Yes, I do.
I mean, I know you do in general.
This one in particular.
How about this one?
This one I really liked.
What about the lineup? What do you think about the lineup?
I think the lineup's gonna kill it.
Give us some analysis on the lineup.
Where do we go wrong? Where do we go wrong?
I don't see any issues with this lineup right now.
Who's going to kill? You think SGA pays off his price?
I think SGA is gonna pay it off. I really like Lowry.
I mean,
Okay,
and-
just some news, guys. Sorry to interrupt.
Okay.
Tyler Hero is out.
okay.
Kings are going to be starting Fox, Heald, Barnes, Bagley, and Holmes.
Does that make you want to go off of OG and back to Barnes?
I already did it.
You already did it.
We had three. I understand where he was going because with Boucher and Lowry, I think we don't need OG in that lineup. I like Barnes. I think Barnes is a good floor tonight for us, right?
Yes, I think, and his price is great. He's a $6,500
How
player.
many common Saban Lees have you bought while we've been online here, Jared? What's going on with our small
Zero.
logo? Oh, because you're in there. That's why. You bought 0 Saban Lees?
Yeah, I mean, so far I'm sure I'll get
So
some.
is there a gig? Can I be a Top Shot broker where I just help people broker deals or something? I mean, I don't know how to do it, so I'd have to learn the craft.
I'm sure
but-
it's a future job.
right. I mean, I could definitely think Juice and I have a future in stock. I mean, Top Shots are the stock of sports. I mean, we're
Right.
definitely just,
I mean, if I can ever get one, I'm going to love it.
I mean, you can get them right now. They're on the marketplace.
Yeah,
You
what
just
are you
gotta-
talking about? Just go
I
in
know.
there,
I
get
just
in there,
don't.
click
I don't know enough about like, oh, this is a good one. You know, like
Right.
you know who's good.
I know who's good, but
If you I mean, just because we have a few minutes on board, I don't necessarily want to quit. If you're giving Top Shot names, we don't give them the good stuff. Like, don't give them the A+ stuff that we got. Just for the people that support us, and we give them that information. But give us a Top Shot name. Is Saban Lee a Top Shot name?
I mean, that's
he ever gonna be-
like
'cause I think with
what-
Top
like,
Shots,
What are
you
you
got-
looking for? Like just like some obscure guy that we think could be good.
So why we talked about this? Why I thought Kobe White is such a great Top Shot is not only is he a great player, he's got the look. He's in Chicago. So I'm looking for guys like I mean, the name that we've already given out, we gave out early was McLaughlin, and that market's
Yeah.
since been cornered, so we don't need to worry about giving away that market. That guy's just talented, right? Like
Sure,
and he's got flair. Like when he plays, it's
Right.
fun to watch him.
I think where I'm sort of starting to
So
like
is Halliburton, by the way. Halliburton's fun to watch.
yes, and I think where I'm kind of going with the Top Shot whenever I get a pack is I'm looking for guys that, like you say, look good, but also are electric.
Yeah,
like
that's
have
what I'm
electric highlights, right?
Yeah.
So
they're-
like
I mean, obviously, a great is the Timberwolf. I mean, that
Was Edwards the one that did the dunk
Yes.
over him?
that-
I wonder if
and
that's on
I
Top
watched
Shot
it
yet.
live and my jaw just like
it's the only dunk that I've ever gotten multiple people in text sending me, "Hey, did you see this dunk?" and
yeah,
sending me.
it was unbelievable.
I wonder
picture.
how much that moment is on Top Shot.
I don't
right
think it's a moment yet.
Yeah, it will be, and it'll be a lot.
I hope they make it like a gold platinum 25 or 25 or something.
Yeah.
And that.
But
Julio buys it.
like LaMelo Ball, like he's a guy you want to
Okay,
have
so
top
look-
shots.
So how you look at Top Shots, you want to look at them like stocks. So this is a good example. Ja Morant right now, very very popular Top Shot.
You probably want to sell right now.
I agree.
Yeah.
See, we're on the same page on
Yeah.
this, right?
Yeah.
So if you could buy one LaMelo Ball or one Ja Morant at like 13,000, or 5 LaMelo Balls, who are just their common card, but there's only 400 of them at like 4K. Are you going one Ja Morant at 12, 5, 13? Are you going 4, 3, 4 balls at 4?
I mean, I think the speculative play would be obviously LaMelo, right? I mean, because
I don't know. I mean, I'm asking, which one? I mean, they're only a year apart in their rookie class.
I mean, but here's
They
the
both
thing.
play for teams that are small markets. They're both undersized. I think Morant has a good possibility that he most of his career he's fighting injury, just like Derrick Rose did when an undersized athletic.
I don't know why. I mean, I don't know why would you say that?
Because he's an undersized athletic guard, and that seems to be a problem in the NBA. I mean, do you want me to give a list of the who's the kid that played for the Celtics that won the MVP and is now not even in the league?
D. Brown
No, more recently. What's that guy's name?
for the Celtics.
He, little guard for the Celtics.
Isaiah Thomas.
There we go.
Got it.
I mean, Ja reminds me a lot of Isaiah. They're very small, very athletic, but they seem to get hurt a lot.
I mean, but you could also counter like Isaiah Thomas didn't get injured. He was a small guard. John Stockton didn't get injured. He was a small guard.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think the thing with Ja is we also have to remember he's like midway through his second season.
I agree.
And he didn't even have a full. I mean,
He's yet to play a full
like
season.
like Zion Williamson. I was kind of getting down on him.
I'm much higher. So in stock analysis, I'm much higher on Zion. I'm down on Ja.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
But like a few weeks ago, I wasn't as high on Zion as I am now.
Okay, here's another good example. DeAndre Fox.
De'Aaron Fox, yeah.
Yeah, I always call him DeAndre. De'Aaron Fox, Ja Morant. If you're putting good large investment in a top shot, are you going Fox or are you going Morant?
That's a tough one because
They're very good comparable.
You
One
brought
was
up
the third pick in the draft the year before.
Yeah.
Ja was the second pick in the draft. These are all good. Ball, Ja, Fox.
But you brought up something a few weeks ago. See, I listened to you, and you mentioned that Gardy was talking about how he's going after players in bigger markets,
Right.
and every player you just mentioned is in a smaller
That's
market.
Yep, they're all in small markets. But Fox, I think. Do we think he plays his career out in Kings, or do we think he is?
Here's a good one. Would you rather have Joel Embiid or Jokic?
Oh, Jokic. I just think he's got a more stable career.
Maybe, but who do you think is
More popular? Yeah,
flashier?
That's hard. Embiid.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally.
Are they priced the same? What's the market on both those guys?
Which one? Which one first?
Like Jokic and Embiid. I'm curious. I've never looked up their top shot prices. What they're available at.
Jokic.
Focusing on
The
these guards.
cheapest common card is $85.
Wow.
Wow.
See, I'm like,
What's his most expensive card? I'm worried about the commons holding their value.
His most expensive card is 68,000.
Wow.
68,000.
And is that a 1 of 25?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those gold.
Okay,
ones.
so these are the good ones. I
so
like
Joel
the 1 of
Embiid.
25.
Let's look up Joel Embiid.
So Morant's 1 of 25, I believe, is 12,500.
Really?
LaMelo has no 1 of anything yet.
25. Okay.
DeAndre Fox, I believe, has a 1 of 25 that's worth 25,000.
So he's double Jaws?
I think so.
So you just asked for Joel Embiid. I pulled that one. That's a Top Shot card, 115.
Okay.
That's
most
his
expensive, yeah, that's his common. Most expensive, 75,000.
Yeah.
What is that? Is it 1 of 25?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or it's 1 of 50. It looks like.
So he's about 10% more expensive than Jokic.
Makes sense. Let's do Fox and Morant, because I think they have similar cards too.
De'Aaron
Fox.
Okay, his cheapest is 30, common card.
30
and
bucks?
then 30
Fox?
bucks.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, he's a player whose popularity hasn't taken off, and that kind of confuses me.
His common one is the one that just came out, not this pack, but the last, and it's got a 15,000 maximum amount, and it's $30. His most expensive card, which is a total 50 card circulating, 25,000.
Okay, and I think he's double. Go to Morant, see what Morant is.
Okay.
Sorry.
See, I'm surprised Morant's this low. I thought he'd be higher.
You thought who'd be higher?
I thought Morant would be higher
How do
than
you spell
De'Aaron
Morant?
Fox.
Is it M-E-R?
M-O-R. M-O-R-A-N-T.
Okay.
I think the market is reflecting who the better player is.
Does it fluctuate that much?
Yes.
Does
Yeah,
it really?
fluctuate? Like as soon as the packs come out, everything gets cheaper because people are just getting it and
But
selling
then
it.
they really fluctuate by
By like performance and everything.
yeah,
Right, yeah.
It happens in every sport. I was out at the card store last weekend, and they were telling me that Mbappe for the French, coming
Yeah.
off of playing for PSG, had a 3-goal game, and someone came in and bought a $1,500 card they could find.
The spread on this one's pretty crazy. So his common card, Morant, $125.
See, that's more expensive than Embiid.
Right.
Yeah, his most expensive card, $240,000.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I meant.
Morant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Way overpriced. How
Yeah.
many is that out of?
The 240,000, 25.
Yeah. Right. So say that again.
Uh,
The 50 card for Fox was 25.
Yep, and then 25 for Morant is 240,000.
Okay, so see, that's what I was saying. I was like,
That's what I'm saying.
Morant's not he's not like less expensive than Fox.
No, I was saying
but
that
he's
you
not
could get
10 times more expensive
If
than
I
Fox.
must have misstated that. I was saying that you could get, even
Okay.
though they're basically the same player. If you think about it, they're just one. Morant came out in a really hyped draft that because of Zion and the offset of Zion, Morant is for some reason this hugely hyped player. Where Fox was the 3rd pick in the draft, coming out of Kentucky versus.
John Morant coming out of nowhere.
Right. And he did real stuff in college. Yet he's 10%. His
John Morant did real stuff in college
he
too.
didn't do anything. What, he made a Sweet 16?
I mean, with a nobody school.
Okay.
But he was the college player of the year.
Uh
I think him and Zion were like college players of the year.
probably.
It's true. So I think it was Ja. But here's the other. Did De'Aaron Fox play in the bubble last year?
I don't think so.
I don't
know.
think so.
Just
Did
out of-
Ja play in the bubble? Damn right he did. And not only did he play in the bubble, he put on a show in the bubble. Like he was in the playoffs single-handedly keeping Memphis in games. So I think that people are thinking of the bubble a lot more than right now recently.
Yeah. And there's something about that class. For some reason, with Zion being in that class, it got so much attention that Ja just has a huge Q rating right now,
Yeah.
where I like Fox as the better player. So anyway, guys, we're
Also Sacramento sucks. And they've been irrelevant for a while.
I think we lost all our viewers at this point, but we enjoy. I enjoy the Top Shots talk. So
Yeah, I did too.
we'll keep it up off air. We'll wrap this stream up. Thank you for everybody who did view. I saw at some point 7 to 8 or something like that, and everybody, Doit, hey, thank you, and your wife. Hopefully Richard and you guys are out there listening. But we appreciate all you guys. Enjoy the live stream, by far the most out of everything we do. We're still working on the studio. We're still working on, like I said, we've got 2 sounds. We're going to have up to 15 sounds. We're going to have some graphics. We're getting there. Things are moving in the right direction. We got the computer. I did not go to the bank to get the computer money, unfortunately.
It's okay.
We'll get there. He's rich, don't.
Saying that.
Wow.
Ladies.
The ownership percentage is just updated.
Okay.
Guess
so
who's number 1?
who?
De'Aaron Fox.
Ooh.
Tonight? He's in our lineup. So.
Nice.
Number 2, Gordon Hayward.
Did we just adjust the ownership percentage?
Maybe.
The
Maybe
pivot
the
just
ownership
came, the pivot just came out.
Yeah,
and suddenly,
It's our
they-
influence
suddenly
showing up right
Fox
there.
is just banging up the ladder.
SGA, Kyle Lowry, Grant are in the top 10.
Wow.
Okay. Well, we've got a chalky line. We snort all the chalk.
That's what we do.
So, anyway, we will be back this weekend. This weekend is easy. We will definitely build, if long as Julio and his can break away from the fam for a little bit, we will break down
Yeah.
a Saturday lineup for sure and the Sunday lineup too. Got nothing going on. So, anyway, thanks guys. Really enjoyed it.
I might be able to do live. No, I can't tomorrow because I got a match. But we'll for sure do a
Yes,
stream
we're going
live.
to try to get the live stream going daily too. Right now we're just doing Zoom calls, but we are working on all this, guys. That's amazing what technology, how great it is, and how hard it is. So, anyway, let's wrap this thing up and turn this bad boy off.
All right. See you guys
Thanks,
next
guys.
week.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for tuning in.